Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the videos. Another paid request, this time from Enrico. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And for those interested requests in any type of videos, uh, topic reaction, review, re-review, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. Now, he wanted me to do a commentary. He said, what was it? Incredible Hulk Season 1, Episode 1. But then he said it wanted to be the boxing one, which I guess technically on here it says Episode 3 because you have, and this was someone that sent me these, which was a very nice gift. Thank you so much if you watch it out there. Thank you. And 1 and 2 is the pilot, and then Death in the Family. And then Episode 3, I guess, on this 2 is the final round. He said there's a boxing one where there's a guy named Rocky in it. Go figure. A boxer comes to David's aid when he's mud and then finds him work at a gym, but the gloves are off when it's discovered that the boss is also a drug dealer. So, did not grow up with the show. I have seen the movie, the one with Thor, the one with Daredevil. I did see those back in the day, but I didn't watch much of the actual show. Just some of the TV movies. But Bill Bixby definitely made this character work well. Lou Ferrigno was the right fit for a TV version of the Hulk. Has a great theme song, very sad and somber, and this went on for a few years. Although the ending is of the show is just, yeah, he dead. What the fuck? So that makes it crap. Not the show, but like the crap ending. But yeah, this is the first season on 4-disc set, and the only features there is a commentary on the pilot, with writer, director, producer Kenneth Johnson, and then there's a bonus episode from season 2, Stop the Presses. So, yeah. So watching on this. Pause at the beginning. 50 minutes, 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Pressing play. So we have the little teaser of what's going to come. You know what? I've never actually seen this episode, so this will be the first time. Oh, that's Barton Cove. Yeah, that's Barton Cove, who's Rocky. Barton Cove, he was in Rambo for Split Part 2. Glad you made it, and Rambo knees him in the guts or the nuts or whatever. He was also, of course, the evil sensei in the first Karate Kid movie, Kreese. Dr. David Banner, not Bruce Banner like the comic, but Dr. David Banner. This is a great way, and I know Edward Norton was a big fan of the show, so if you see The Incredible Hulk, when they show a little bit of the origin, like a little bit, you can tell this inspiration from this. Yeah, great music. Bill Bixby made it work very well. Mr. BD, don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Do 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 do. I mean, a show from the 70s treated the Hulk with more respect than what Marvel is doing nowadays. Offering breakfast tacos and whatever the fuck, you know. The Incredible Hulk. Back to the day. I mean, this is even before my day, because I was born in '83. But I mean, this is the era where you had Kolchak the Night Stalker that sadly only lasted a year. You had a Spider-Man TV show that didn't last too long. God, I'm trying to remember what else. I mean, there's a lot of shows in the 70s, of course. But I say it was before my time, so if I did see anything like this, it would have been in reruns. But honestly, oh shit, he's getting mugged already. Oh no. Yeah, he only got $3. Leave him alone. Fuck. Jesus Christ, he just ride in the town and immediately gets mud. That sounds about right. Wilmington? Yeah, get mad when you get glad. Did that instead. Uh-oh. Incredible Hulk gonna come out? Nah, just not yet. Uh-oh. There you go. Yeah, Mark, come on, Master Crease. Get the shit out of him. Of course, a boxer named Rocky. Because that was in the teaser, so Alyssa, he's about ready to say it. Now, Kenneth Johnson, that name sounded familiar. He's a guy that, known as the creator of the V sci-fi franchise, as well as the Bionic Woman, the Incredible Hulk series, the TV adaptation of Alienation. He worked on $6 Million Man. He directed Short Circuit 2. No wonder that name sounded... Okay, he did Short Circuit 2. I want to mention, is that the same Kenneth Johnson? Yeah, it is. I love Short Circuit 2. One of the few films he did mostly TV work. Yeah, The Incredible Hulk from 1977 to 1982. But it's interesting watching stuff from the 70s. It's a different time, just a whole other world back then. No cell phones, no computers, at least the way it is of today. The environments, how things have changed, the way people talked and the way it's changed on that front. He always has to make up a name. David Benson. Henry Welch. Everybody around here calls me Rocky. So, gee, I wonder how he got that name. But okay, that's cool. Martin Kove is playing a good guy. It's not every day Martin Kove got to play a good guy. Like I say, he's mainly known for villains. The first Karate Kid, and then he came back for Karate. He had a small role in Karate Kid Part 2, bigger role in Karate Kid Part 3, and then I know he came back on the TV show, Cobra Kai. And like I said, he was John Kreese in that. That's not who I think it is. But yeah, Martin Kove, like I say, was Rambo for his Blood Part 2. As Erickson. Still Justice, that's one of the films he got to be a good guy. Also Project Shadow Chaser, which I didn't mind Project Shadow Chaser for what it was. I think that's that's John Witherspoon. That's Johnny Witherspoon, Ice Cube's dad in Friday. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Rest in peace, Johnny Witherspoon. I didn't know. Okay, he was on an episode of The Hulk. Johnny Witherspoon. He's done a lot of stuff as well. He was in Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy, but I always remember him in the Friday movies, especially the first one as Ice Cube's dad. And yeah, that's the cat. Bear in mind the cat meowing in the back. Yeah. I don't let them in because then they're here for 5 minutes, then they want back out. And I don't want to get up and back, up and back, up and back. So yeah, you had 10 episodes in Season 1, 22 episodes in Season 2, 23 episodes in Season 3, 18 episodes in Season 4, and 7 episodes in Season 5. And that was 1982. And then you had some TV movies. One in 1988, that's the one with Thor. One in 89, that's The Incredible Hulk Returns. Then The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, that's the one with Daredevil. Those are the two I watched. The Incredible Hulk Returns and Trial of the Incredible Hulk. So, I'm sure they were done to hopefully also have maybe a Thor TV show, maybe a Daredevil TV show. Obviously that did not work out. And then 1990, The Death of Incredible Hulk. I've never seen that, but I have seen the ending bit of it on YouTube, and that sucks. I mean, I didn't grow up with the show, so I don't have a rage on it, but I would imagine if you grew up with the show, that's just so dog shit. The plane explodes, Hulk is thrown to the concrete, transformed back to human. Banner tells he's free, succumbs to his injuries. They mourn for him. Like, apparently, it was initially announced to feature She-Hulk, just as the previous two had featured Thor and Daredevil. Even Iron Man under consideration, and that changed. And despite Hulk's death, filmmakers intended from the start for him to return in the Revenge of Incredible Hulk. The fourth film would have been featured the Hulk with Banner's mind, and that the project was canceled because of Bill Bixby's struggle with cancer. But people say it's fan rumors, pointing that Bixby's health had not yet begun to decline at the time the film was canceled. Said that the plot for Revenge of the Incredible Hulk began with Banner being revived but no longer able to change it to the Hulk. Banner then begins to work for the government in order to prevent accidents like the one that turned him into the Hulk, but is captured by villains and coerced to turn their agents into Hulk-like beings. At the film's climax, Banner would be forced to recreate the accident that transformed him into the Hulk in order to stop the villain's plans. So, it's stupid to kill him off, and then you said the revenge was going to be he's not the Hulk for most of the movie until the very, very end? Such stupid planning. I don't understand that type of thinking. Anyway, I'm sorry, back to this. So, Banner got a job at the gym. Yeah, that is Johnny Witherspoon. Wow, that's crazy. Very early role. But a lot of these shows have like familiar actors. Because again, when they didn't get movies, where could they work? They need a job, work on TV, or before they were famous. All sorts of stuff. Again, you go through the cacophony of these type of TV shows. They would have that type of stuff. I mean, I guess the reason he said episode one is because technically, I guess the pilot movies are looked at as a separate thing, and then on Wikipedia, season one, episode one, the final round. So I guess, however you want to say, technically, you say the first episode was the pilot. I guess it's up to however you want to look at it. David discovers that Henry unknowingly has been trafficking heroin for the boxing promoter. The promoter in stay out of prison arranges a deadly fight for Henry, whose high blood pressure will kill him. So, Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch on the original Addams Family, was the voice of the Hulk. And then apparently, after around season 2, Ted Cassidy passed away, and he had Charles Napier, another Rambo for Split Part 2 alumni. Murdoch, I'm coming to get you. You mind you? I am minding my own business. You mind your own fucking business, dude. You stay over there. How about them apples? But he just got this job. He doesn't want to get fired already. You've been fired already. You're fired. You're fucking fired. Everybody's fucking fired. How's that guy run into? Well, back in the day, you didn't have much to do, so you played games like here with coins. Just like, what the fuck else would one do? The muggers. So now they want revenge. You guys look like a bunch of fucking dock workers. Just go home, man. Collect your paycheck. Collect your workman's comp. Because deadbeat fuck faces that probably slip on their fucking piss running down your pants and call it an accident, call it a day. Yeah, Bill Bixby is what made the show from the stuff you see because he's in the majority of the show. I mean, it's about him. I mean, it's called Incredible Hulk. I think as a kid, I mean, I liked the two movies that I saw, but I don't know if as a kid I would enjoy the show because I'd be just expecting, where's the Hulk? Where's the Hulk? Oh, where's the Hulk? If it had like a VHS tape, I would fast forward. Let me get to the Hulk. Because the Hulk, I mean, like maybe one or two appearances. That's it. It seemed like maybe more for some, to be fair, but I just have it in my mind. There'd be like one or two appearances per episode. But just to be fair, it's more about the character of here, David Banner. So she's talking about how she wishes her Rocky would not box anymore, fix cars and stuff. Hmm. She's like, he's not that good of a fighter. She's like, he sucks. He may be call him so Rocky, but he's Henry. That is ironic, though. I mean, they're calling him Rocky, and then he would work with Stallone years later in Rambo First Blood Part 2. So that's a bit ironic. And then Charles Napier would later be the voice of the Hulk. Also work with Stallone. Here's your lunch. I ate half of it, but the other half is good. You give him lunch, but you don't want to kiss? Damn. Yeah, this is David Banner realizing something's up about this. Got some really clean clothes. If he had a beard, he'd do a commercial for Brawny. Or behind one of those paper towels. That's an interesting perspective. Have a POV of boxing. Like being. Okay, I mean, it was there for a few seconds. This is Johnny Witherspoon again. There you go, more of that POV. I wonder if looking back, like when people watch the show, like I think it maybe worked well for its time. But I wonder if some people looking back, they go, "Well, damn, he's called David Banner. He's not Bruce Banner. The Hulk is barely in it. There's not a lot of action because of the limitations of the time and the effects and the budget for because it's a TV show, and then lack of villains as well. There's no just think the Hulk, he's going to be fighting these big super powered villains. But yeah, I think what people appreciate was it delved into the character, so people really grew to liking about the character of David Banner. And once in a while, some superhero shit will happen. It didn't, just regular foes. That's why I do appreciate what they try to do with the Flash TV show in the 90s. This only lasted one season. Is he would fall right with bad guys, but they would actually try to put supervillains and stuff in there. It was an ambitious show, I think, for its time. But sadly, that upped the budget, and that hurt it, where I think it was doing okay ratings wise, but it just cost too much, and they kept moving the show as well. But I mean, I do wish the Flash had gotten like the 5 seasons like this did. But I'm not saying this doesn't deserve it. Just I wish the Flash in 1990 had gotten that chance as well, other than just one season. Just like how people grew up with this show is how I grew up with the Flash. You know, I have the DVD right here of the Flash. Uh-oh. You pissed them off. I don't think you need the green glow, but the eye, what they do with the eyes, it works well enough. There you go. He's pieced. And that's Lou Ferrigno, who's went up against Arnold Schwarzenegger in Pumping Iron years before. Well, I forget what year Pumping Iron was, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of slow motion shots during this stuff. Oh shit. Yeah, don't mess with the Hulk. There you go. Pick him right up and throw your ass to Mars. He's a genetic freak. It's Scott Steiner. Yeah, I don't need this. There you go. It's a tin can to me. It's nothing. Ah, there's a little bit in this package here. Come to find out. Yeah, a lot of slow motion when it comes with the Hulk. I wonder why they use a lot of slow motion. I guess just for aesthetic reasons. They give a bit more of a different feel. Cause it like the only times the slow mo is used is when the Hulk is on screen. I guess maybe it gives a more unnatural feel to it since it's a super being. Crash right through that damn wall. Man, you're not going to catch him that way. You're going too slow. But those are, I mean, those be a good commercial for those jeans. Became that much bigger and they didn't rip. Which, of course, I mean, what is it? You're going to have the shit rip every five. Every episode rip, he's got to buy a new pair. This is where he realizes he's been duped. These are the drugs. Oh my god, the Hulk and drugs. Talk about berserker rage. Yeah, what's wrong with the Hulk? Did the drugs get into the system, or I don't care for the green glow. The green glow is not needed. I don't think you need the green glow. Just I didn't. The contact lenses are good enough. The green glow just makes it look a bit silly. But the rest of the stuff works fine for the TV show. Ah, there you go. What's this? You're gonna taste it, are you? Would you taste powder that was off your fucking foot? I certainly wouldn't. I'd be like, I don't want to taste it. I don't want to lick it. Just wash it. Don't taste. I wouldn't taste anything off my fucking foot, let alone powder. If a fucking pepperoni pizza fell and there was sauce on it, I still would not take it and lick it. I would just be like, okay, fuck it. Time to move the fuck on. Cool, thanks for telling me. No, get out of my face. Okay, he's being a line sack of shit to placate his feelings. You know what, you're right, everything's a-okay, we're on the same page. Then probably like, okay, we gotta get him killed. How you get him killed? He's a boxer, get him killed in the ring. He dies in the ring. That way he's dead, he's no more witness. Hey, he died in the ring, it's the other guy's fault, or that shit happens. There you go. Sorry I'm not saying anything, I'm just looking at the dialogue here. Uh, this guy's so optimistic and so doesn't know he's walked to an ambush, so to speak. Again, you can already tell. Yeah, you can already tell what's going to happen here. This guy is going to get him killed. Absolutely. Although, again, you think he's, like, not worried he saw a big green fucking monster? So I'm like, what the fuck did I see? I don't know, maybe it's like that every day. Maybe a lot of people in the show is like, yeah, I saw a big green monster. Like, maybe they say, yeah, I saw it, but, you know, it's like, oh my god, and then, like, a minute later, they're pretty calm about it. Oh, man. You know heroin's bad. Heroin is bad stuff. You're not gonna let him get away with it. Yeah, he's gonna do it after the fight. He's not gonna let you fucking. Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's part of the character. The character is just so gun ho. This is his dream. His one shot, his one moment. Okay. Yeah, cue the Rocky music. Good stadium they picked. Really like the look of the stadium that they picked. Ah, this guy here. Mr. McD. Always on his tail. From the National Register. Jack McD. Mr. McD, don't make him angry. You won't like it when he's angry. Mr. McD. Nice to see you again. I wonder how Mr. McD paid for all this shit, because he chased this guy for years. And it seemed like he didn't do any other stories. Unless he got paid for each Hulk story he posted. But maybe some people are like, you know what, this guy, fuck these Hulk stories. But, like, how did he pay to go to all these places and afford all this shit? And at least David, he's working these odd jobs from time to time to make a bit of money and then move along. And trouble always seems to find him, or he always gets put into the middle of the shit. Sorry, I'm just listening to the dialogue. Has anyone been killed in the rain? Yep, exactly. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, and is there anything else wrong with this guy? Ordinary little drug that we're going to add water. Rocky drinks during the fight. Ain't good for a guy with high blood pressure. If somebody with high blood pressure tastes this, too much physical exertion, they have a heart attack. Real natural stuff. Won't leave a trace. So when he starts fighting back, his heart will give out. That way, you didn't kill him. It just he had a health condition and he died in the middle of it. So you don't get blamed and I don't get blamed. That puts his high blood pressure up. Look natural. See, back nowadays with all the technology, you could record all this shit and just tell the boxer about all this. This is all that's happened. But this was the 70s. You didn't have all that stuff unless you're Gene Hackman in The Conversation. That movie. I know what you do, motherfucker. Why do you want to put him away for good after the fight? Why don't you do it now? That's always the problem with bad guys. They always have to wait to kill the good guy instead of doing it now. Why don't wait to kill the good guy? Why you do it now? Well, because the plot tells us to. If we kill him now, then he's dead and we have no more story. So, why not kill him now? It just how it is. Is the Hulk going to bust into the boxing ring and fight this guy? Knock him out? Maybe. I guess we'll see. But again, back in the day, yeah, think about the time, the resources people had. You'd come home from work or you'd come home from school. You turn on your TV. And think about it, you only had the amount of channels probably in one hand or so. Maybe lucky you have two hands. And you only have a certain amount to choose from. ABC or CBS or NBC, etc. So a lot of people, either you well, what you don't do, you don't have the internet, you don't have the computer, which nowadays with that one simple machine, you do anything. You do look at anything, watch any show, any movie, anything, YouTube, all that stuff. You write, you draw, you do. I mean, you draw without it, but I mean, I'm just saying that really changed everything. That you could just do. The sky's the limit. Only the sky's the limit. But back then, when you're forced and limited, you watch stuff, and maybe back then because we haven't had that stimuli of so many things, of special effects and crazy action sequences, so people were more patient or more open to watching a show like this. I don't know. I think there would be an audience for this show in today's age, but I wonder if there'd be a good chunk of the audience go, oh man, this is kind of slow, or they're kind of boring, or where's the Hulk, or why is he fighting just regular people? Why is he not fighting the? I mean, I'm just thinking about the new audience. Fuck the new audience. Yeah, I know. I do care. I don't care. I'm just spitballing here. I mean, this is a hell lot better than the Marvel TV shows that they're doing, like Secret Invasion or Miss Marvel or I forgot what the other ones that were that I actually saw. Oh, She-Hulk. God, you compare this with She-Hulk. Yeah, granted, She-Hulk is technically in it more, and there's more like action spectacle, but this has actual writing, character development. Like it's developing Martin Cove's character. And this bit with the woman he loves, and she doesn't want him to do this, but he's so gung-ho to have this one moment to hopefully shine and to try to be a contender. And he's not going to be a contender, but and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no agendas, no other BS happen. It's just, hey, again, sorry I'm not saying anything. I'm just kind of watching the thing. I apologize for that. And it was not exciting commentary. As we get ready for our boxing match. I never really watched a lot of boxing. I mean, if it's a paid request, I'd watch a boxing match and commentate over it, but I have nothing against it. Oh my god, it's too violent. No, I have nothing against it. Just never watched it, never had it available for me. I mean, I lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere in Iowa where we had like four channels: ABC, CBS, PBS, and another form of CBS. So there's no way to watch boxing or really anything. So, except like episodes of Home Improvement or Murphy Brown or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday morning cartoons or things of that nature. And it wasn't until like 1997 or so that Family got cable, and I was 14 or so, give or take. You know, it's a boxing match, but damn, I just realized there's a cage above it too. Do they do boxing matches where they have a cage in there, or is this also used for like wrestling matches? I look up and I see a fucking cage. Were there boxing matches? Do you have a fucking cage in there? But yeah, maybe it's there for wrestling as well. It's a stadium used for multiple things. I said yeah, and ring. But I mean, boxing movies. I like the Rocky films, especially the first. Rocky 4, Rocky 3 are my favorites. Really like Rocky 2, Rocky Balboa. I like Rocky 1. I mean, really, the only Rocky films I don't like is like Creed and Creed 2. The others I like or love. And let's see what else you have. Southpaw. I liked Southpaw. Southpaw was pretty decent. There's a few others. But anytime I think of boxing, I always think of the Rocky movies. But he's waking up. Yeah, Mr. McGee, the report, doesn't really have much to do with this. He pretty much came in and said like 3, 4 words, and then now sitting in the stands. I mean, I don't know how much he would get paid for that stuff because he is a regular on the show. Looks like you saw there was some stock footage. You can tell from the difference in the picture quality. Yeah, his heart's beating. Oh, there's that stuff that's gonna give him a heart attack. All these motherfuckers are like Johnny Wisburn doesn't know about it, everybody else does. Uh-oh. Think the Hulk's gonna be coming soon. So I wonder if he's gonna get hurt himself and get pissed, or he's just gonna get pissed naturally and then, or somehow, you know. Damn, Martin Cove just getting the shit kicked out of him. There you go. Yeah, the Hulk's gonna be pissed. Get him in a boxing match. See how you make it or break it. Yeah, give me this dag off me. Fuck these bars. I'm gonna rot the cage. Rot the Casbah with this goddamn thing. Come on, Hulk. You just pull open the bars. Go for it. Come on, just take them. Just. You can do it. There you go. There you go. Alright. Get him, Lou Ferrigno. Pieced. He's pieced. And pissed. He's pieced. Jump down, land on that motherfucker. Try boxing me, bitch. There you go. Geronimo, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. Now someone box me. I see that wide shot. It didn't look at the ring. Just as a... They took that footage from probably like a real boxing match. And that's why in the ring everything's dark in the back because they can't afford that many extras. They can afford extras, but not that many. Fuck you doing? There you go. Goodbye, sayonara. You'll fly like an eagle. How about that? To the sea. He's pieced. I want you. This guy's excited as hell. Well, what did he do? Did he do anything wrong? I know the other guy is the bad guy, but... Well, Mr. McD, you got the Hulk right there in person. What are you going to do now? That door ain't going to do shit. There you go. Put your ass down. I mean, it is one of those things that I did what it is. It's still the Hulk throwing this old-ass geezer across the way. There's no formidable threat against the Hulk. Like, there's no thought of the Hulk will lose or anything of the sort. Like, come on, these little suckers are going to deal with the Hulk? This is some, old-ass guy. There you go. Now, how is Martin Cove going to realize what's going on and these guys tried to kill him? So what, there's like that little narrow alleyway that leads into this part of the gym? Huh. I guess Bruce Banner will come in and just tell what happened or something. Glad I tried it. I could spend the rest of my life trying to figure out. Guess it, yeah. It can't always. Not everybody can be a Rocky. So I like that little reference. Like they know that Rocky is a movie. They reference it. Okay, he wants to be like the movie Rocky. That's a nice little bit there. So again, let's see Martin Cove in a good guy role is a bit different to see him in this way compared to playing villainous type of characters later on, and the Hulk. Two little brief scenes, kind of bit quick. And I need to get the fuck out of here before this reporter sees me. I'm out here, bitches. Ciao, motherfucker. Ciao. Black mugger, white mugger. Red Rover, which mugger will come over? And there you go. So, overall, for the time, not bad because, again, Stanley was a consultant, okay. What it lacked in Hulk action, it actually tried to deal with character, story, and the bottom line of the Hulk of Banner wanting to help and being a hero. And I think that's one of the things that people enjoyed about this show is maybe the budget wasn't there, but maybe the soul was a bit on the right side. So, and yeah, rest in peace to Bill Bixby. Definitely an essential part of the show. Without him, there would be no show. So with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again, Enrico, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.